Oh, welcome to the Manor of Khan. How may I help you? Ah, you must be the buyer. Please come in. Let me take your coat. Pleased to make your acquaintance. My name is Kynes, and I suppose from now on I shall refer to you as Master. You didn't hire any staff yet. I'm afraid I come as part of a package deal with the manor itself. That was in the fine print of the contract you signed. I see this might be displeasing to you. No one knows the manor better than I can assure you of that. But should you wish it, I could leave if it so pleases you. You want me to prove that I'm worth keeping? Very well then. How might I go about doing this? An excellent idea. A tour around the manor. Of course. Right this way. As you can see, we are standing in the main hall. The architecture was designed by the sacred mother of vampires, Abel, during the first age of the Fainanites. To the left and right are passageways that go to the living rooms. If you saw the brochure, the vampire house Khan was quite particular about keeping things symmetrical. Behind me is a grand staircase. Proceeding upwards, you will find 2 doorways at each floor to the left and right that lead to a bedroom with full facilities. There are a total of 28 bedrooms, the master bedroom being at the very top as the 29th room. This was done to establish a hierarchy among the vampires of the house. Follow me now to the living room on the left. As you can see, a modern Quarian-style decor, as most of the original furniture was lost and never recovered. What happened to it? Well, when it was discovered that the manor was housing vampires, a hunting party of Felucian rangers attempted to burn the manor to the ground during the end of the Second Age. Despite failing to do this, the vampires were all killed, and most of the now antique Second Age furniture was burned. A shame, really. Modern Quarian furniture doesn't exactly fit with the general aesthetic of the manor. However, for practical purposes, I suppose it does its job. Through that doorway to the right leads directly towards the master kitchen. The kitchen has 3 stories. The main kitchen level, where all the cooking is done, the lower floor, which is a walk-in freezer, and the upper floor, which once housed a torture room, but has been renovated into a wine cellar. For thematic inspiration, some of the, tools have been repurposed as kitchen appliances. Yes, the renovation designer was quite insistent on sticking with the vampirical theme. Do not quote me on this, but I believe the designer was planning on keeping the torture room as it was, but the Felucian Trading Bureau got involved and demanded that the manor be made safe for families. There was actually a big debacle over preserving art over practical living space, and ultimately the FTB won. However, there are some rumors that the designer simply had the torture devices moved somewhere else within the manor. But that's all in the realm of speculation. I'm certain there are no such devices in this manor. Did I know the designer? Actually, yes. She was a good friend of mine. I would describe her as quite eccentric and very, forward. Anyway, she was actually the one who recommended I work here. Oh, that was about 10 years ago now, yes. Yes, it must have been. Anyway, shall I continue with the tour? Right this way, then. This is the kitchen. As you can see, it was built to serve an army of people, if you'll forgive the metaphor. During the Pirewolf War, many feasts were held over the glory of battle fought against the werewolf queen Kana the Scream-Soaked. So cooking for an army was commonplace for the Khan family. Oh, yes, of course. The manor is equipped with a total of 30 bathrooms, one for each bedroom, including the master bedroom, and one right over there, as a matter of fact. Due to how much work happened in the kitchen, it was only natural to have a bathroom within close proximity. Oh, goodness, I do apologize. You don't have to go right now, do you? I only ask because I assume that is why you were initially asking. No. Very well then. Shall we go back outside? Excellent. This way, please. This door slides sideways and voila. The main garden consists of 12 square acres, with pathways made of imported Sozaean stone that lead to the front of the manor. Oh, don't worry. There are gates that prevent trespassers from entering to the main garden. As you can see, over in the distance, there is also a natural waterfall, which was disputed by the house, actually, to be against the tradition of symmetry. But there were enough black sheep in the family to leave the waterfall alone. In the center, of course, is the traditional house fountain, commonly used by all vampires and their houses. Formerly, it was filled with the essence of dead Quarians, but fear not. It has been replaced with natural drinking water, and just behind the fountain is a gazebo, made of the finest wood straight from Felucia itself, and surrounded on all sides by the different flowers planted throughout the garden. What kinds of flowers? Oh, there are so many. Red thistles, sea biscuits, blue wheeps, gilded daturas, felcrins, dark whites, purple thunderbolts, and spurns, all lovingly tended to by yours truly. Oh, I wouldn't say I've much of a green thumb. All I do is simple maintenance. Whomever you hire to be chief gardener will be superior at planting new flowers, I'd expect. No pressure to do so, of course. You could just as well remove all the flowers if you so wished. And I should mention, if you happen to have children, I am capable of teaching them whatever they might need to know, as well as provide decent entertainment for them should you be preoccupied. I played a mean game of freeze tag in my youth. Sorry, didn't mean to assume. Shall we continue? I hope you don't mind the climb, but I thought I'd save this for last. I'm most proud of it. Behold, the master bedroom. To the surprise of many, still left 100% intact, even after the sacking of the vampires. As you can see, along the back wall are the portraits of the 3 leading members of House Khan, including the Sacred Mother of Vampires herself. The bed is also personally cooled or heated to a comfortable temperature every night by yours truly. No. I don't sleep in this bed, but I find that when the bed is heated or cooled, it bears a scent on the rest of the room, a rather sweet smell that helps relax the body and mind after a long day of work. I will typically have the sheets cleaned daily so that sleeping will be comfortable every night. I do this by washing the sheets thoroughly, and then, through my own dragon breath, I dry them with either hot or cold fire, depending on the preference of temperature, of course. Oh yes, I find that the best way to keep my master happy is through a good night's rest. So I make sure to put extra care into the bedding. You have questions about me? Well, I'm happy to answer anything you might want to know. Am I Yes, I am a dragon. I suppose the horns give it away. Oh, yes, and that I said I use my breath to clean bed sheets. I should be more discreet, I suppose. Forgive the deception. I meant no ill will by it. Many are turned off at the thought of a dragon maintaining their homes. Too dangerous, most would say. Do you have anything to fear from me? No, I don't think so. Unless you want to fear me. I suppose I could play the part if you so desired, Master. More questions? Oh, no, of course not. I am happy to answer. You wish to know more about dragons? Well, I'll tell you all that I know. Dragons are, well, they're quite rare these days. Many travel to worlds beyond our own, to a mythical place called Manus. I am one of the few who remain here. Oh, don't look so sad, Master. I chose to be here of my own volition. Other dragons are a lot more primitive than I, anyway. More animalistic. While I prefer a fine glass of chardonnay, they would rather eat a raw house cat. Why am I not like them? Please forgive me, Master, but if you were looking for someone a bit more like them, I suppose I could accommodate. Excuse me. Do I ever miss my family? I suppose I do. It's not that I don't like having them around, it's just that I never really felt alone because of it. My family and I are deeply connected, to a point where, even if they aren't around, I know they are always there for me. Are there any dragons left here? Well, there are a few. Most of them are servants under King Blightfinder. They live comfortable lives, or so I'm told. A bit strange, considering Blightfinder is supposedly a tyrant, but that's neither here nor there. Perhaps they simply like a strong leadership. Who knows? Did I serve any vampires? Of course not. I may be old, but I'm not that old. How do I know this manor so well? Why, it is my job to know everything. I can tell you all about the different stylings of floor panels, to the different snacks a young Dryger Khan would steal from the kitchen, to some of the lost secrets held by the vampires that lived here. How do I know all of that? Oh, Master, I told you, it is my job to know everything, and soon I hope to get to know everything about you too. So, tell me, would you let me remain as butler of this manor? You will? Oh, thank you. I am so honored to hear that. But I must ask, you look tired. From where were you traveling from? Oh my, that is quite a faraway place, I must say. Perhaps you'd like to rest here. Oh, no, of course I don't mind. This is your place to sleep, after all. Would you like some help getting into bed? What do I mean? Well, I'd dress you down, clean you up, and fetch your nightgown. I am your butler, Master, and you've been most kind as to let me stay despite the unexpected surprise of my being here. It is the very least I can do. You don't want me to? Are you certain? Very good then, Master. I'll be outside if you need anything. And should you need me, pull on this and I'll come running. Rest well, Master. I shall provide the toiletries when you awaken. Good night.